Okay. Good morning, students. Yes, beta, if you have any doubt in the previous lecture, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will wait for some time for others to join. Yes, Gurpreet Kaur, Garima, Keshav, Priya, 72 and 73. You don't have any doubt? Sarabjit Kaur from late. Yes, beta, please write down in chat box. Okay. Okay, have you completed your assignments, all of you? I think today is the last day to upload those assignments. Yes, beta. Okay. I have not checked. I will just check. Madhuka, you are saying yes, just breathe. Okay, fine, beta. Okay, then there are only very few students are there. Okay, Anmol, fine. Navam has uploaded, okay. Okay, beta, fine. Anoop, Harpreet. Yes, Harpreet, I got yours. I had checked your Harpreet. I had checked your assignment. There is some mistake in quick sort. Okay. I'll tell you that. Otherwise, tomorrow during lab, otherwise I will tell you what is the problem in that. Okay, fine, better, fine. Okay, so in last lecture, we had discussed about that how to insert and delete from a circular queue. Any doubt in this? Okay, so it's very easy to write down these two algorithms. You just need to remember the conditions. Like if you're going to insert, first thing you need to remember in any data structure is that you need to check for the overflow. And whenever you are deleting from a queue or stack, you need to check for the underflow. So these two conditions are very important. And then while inserting, you can say what would be the new value of rear. Rear can be either rear plus 1, or if rear is n, it would be rear 1, or if front is null, then it would be 1. Okay, so these three conditions, just you need to remember that what would be the new value of rear. Then at queue of rear, you can store the item. Similarly, while deleting, you need to find out what would be the new value of front, because if this is the last element that you are going to delete, then front would be null. If it is n, it would become 1, otherwise front would be incremented by 1. Okay. Okay, so next thing is that DQ. Here D means double, E stands for ended, Q, double ended Q. Now in all previous Q, this Q, a circular Q, you can add at one end, that end is called the rear end, and you can delete only from one end, that end is called the front end. Okay, so you can insert at one end and you can delete from the other end. But what is DQ? DQ stands for double ended Q. Double ended Q means you can delete as well as you can insert from both the ends of the queue. Okay, so you assume that the queue is having two ends, and those two ends are left and right, and you can add as well as you can remove from both the ends. Fine. So here also we will assume that our queue is a circular queue. Okay. So I will be implementing, I would be taking one circular array that is called DQ, and I'm taking now two pointers, two variables left and right. I'm not taking the names front and rear, I'm taking left and right. Now you are able to insert as well as delete from left, and you will be able to insert and delete from right as well. Okay. So first I would be taking one example, and then I will tell you that what would be the value of all these left and right. Suppose I'm taking, then I will take one example from your book I will take. Okay. Okay, so I'm taking this one, and suppose this array is having size 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Suppose I can store maximum 5 elements. Okay. So this is a double-ended queue. So I need to take two variables. One is left, another one is right. I'm taking L and R. So initially both L and R would be 0, or you can say it would be null. So both are initialized to 0, 0. So first time, suppose I'm saying I want to insert A. If you're going to insert A over here, first element when you are inserting, both left and right would be incremented by 1. So left and right would be 1, 1. Okay. Now, after this, whenever I'm inserting, I need to tell that whether I want to insert at the left end or at the right end. Okay. Because you can add, you can insert at the left as well as at the right end. Suppose now I'm saying I want to insert B at the right end. Whenever you want to insert at the right end, you have to increment the value of right. You increment the value of right, it will become 2, and insert at this location. Now again I'm saying I want to insert C at the right end. So whenever you want to again insert at the right, just increment the value of right. It will become your 3. Okay, so here I'm inserting this one. Is it clear? Now, if I'm saying I want to delete, again you need to tell whether you want to delete from the left or the right end. Now I'm saying I want to delete from the right end. In that case, the value of right would be decremented by 1. So it was 3, now it will become 2. That means I have now erased, I have deleted this C, okay, because I deleted from the right end. Okay, now I'm coming to the left end. Now suppose I'm saying that insert at the left end, insertion. So whenever you have to insert at the left end, you need to decrement the value of left. So this is just opposite to that of the right end. If you want to insert at the right side, right would be incremented by 1. But if you want to insert at the left side, left would be decremented by 1. So right now, left is what? 1. Now what I have told you, you have to assume this is a circular array. Okay, circular array. So whenever you have to insert at the left end, if left is 1, if you are decrementing it, don't say that it is 1 minus 1, 0. That means if it is circular, that means if you will say 1 minus 1, it is actually 5. So if you want to insert something like C, so it would be inserted at the 5th location. This thing is clear. Whenever you have to insert at the left side, decrement that by 1. Now again, suppose take this thing. Right now, what is left? Left is your 5. Now again, I'm saying insert D at the left end. Insert D at the left end. So again, I will decrement left by 1. What is left? Left is 5. So decrement this by 1. Left will become 4. So you are decrementing and you are inserting at the left end. That will become this. Now again I'm saying insert at the left hand. Now again decrement the value of this. It will become 3. So insert at the left hand. So suppose I want to insert E. So I'm inserting over here. Okay. So right now left is 3, right is 2. Now again I'm saying insert at the left hand. Can I insert at the left hand? No. Why? Because if I will decrement this 3 left hand by 1, it will become 2, and at 2 already you are having some element. Okay. So right now your array is full. So what is the condition for array to be full? 1 is this. If left is equal to right plus 1, then your array is full. Right now, what is left? Left is 3. What is right? Right is 2. Just see, right was 2. So 2 plus 1. So 3 is equal to 3. Yes, that means your array is full. Other condition is when left is 1 and right is n. Okay? Then also your array would be full. For that, I will take this example. Suppose I'm taking one more array, and in which you are having, suppose I'm taking just 3 elements. So first of all, right and left both are your 0, 0. Right is 0 and left is 0. I'm going to insert at the right end, suppose, or at any end. This is the first element, so I'm inserting over here. Both right and left would become 1, 1. Now insert one more element at the right end, I'm saying now. So at the right end, so right will become now 2. Insert at the right end again. Now right will become 3. Now again I'm saying insert at the right end. Can you insert? No. Why? Because your array is full. Now when your array is full, not by this condition, array is full by this condition now. Because now left is 1 and right is your what? Right is your 3. Left 1, right 3. So your DQ is full. Okay? So you just need to remember these things, that whenever element is to be inserted at the right side, right would be incremented, and whenever you have to delete from the right side, right would be decremented. And on the left hand, if you want to insert, it would be decremented, but if you want to delete, it would be incremented. And the other thing is that you need to remember that this is a circular array. Fine. Okay, I will take one more example from your book. Okay, tell me if you have any doubt in this. Yes, beta. And if it's clear, please write down in chat box. Yes, beta, if it's cleared, write down in chat box. Okay. So I will take one more example from your book. Okay. It's given in your exercise. Exercises of this book is very good. Just go through all these questions, or just see simple circular queue questions, then stack questions are there, quick sort. Just see this one also. You have to sort this by using quick sort. In A part, they have given numbers, but in the B part, they have given letters. Okay, so you can sort them also. Just go through all these questions. Okay, it was there. Let me find out that. Okay, this one. Okay, suppose you have been given a DQ at any point, like this DQ is having You can store maximum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements in that. Okay. And right now 3 elements are already inserted in this, and left is 2 and right is 4. That means this is the first location of the array, this is the second one, this is third, fourth, fifth, and the sixth one. Okay, so already you have been given this instance of DQ, and left is 2 and right is your 4. Now you have to perform all these operations. Okay, even you can be asked a question like this, that at any point DQ is this, left is this, right is this. Now add F at the right of Q. F is added at the right of Q. Now you have to add at the right. That means right should be incremented by 1. Right would become 5, and you are inserting at the 5th location, so F would be added over here. Just see this one. Left is now 2, right is 5, and your DQ is like this because right is increased by 1. Now 2 letters on the right are deleted. So whenever you have to delete from the right hand, right should be decremented by 1. Okay, so right is 5. Firstly delete this, right would become 4. Next delete this, so right would become 3. Okay, so you are like this. Left is 2, right is 3, and your DQ is this one because you have deleted A as well as F. Okay. So next one is, now right now we are over here, 1, 2, 3, 1 minute. Let me go down first. So this is your 1, element 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now next one is that you have to add at the left of the queue, and you have to add these 3 letters K, L, and M. So right now what's the value of left? Left is 2. Now you have to insert at the left end. So left would be decremented by 1. Okay. So left was 2. First left would become 1. 1, I will add K. So K is added over here. Now again I have to add L at the left end. So again this left is decremented by 1. Now here decremented by 1 doesn't mean 0. Here it means that it will become 6 because this is a circular array. Okay, so I'm inserting at this end. Now again decrement the value of left by 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. So M would be inserted over here. So you are getting an array like this. Now your left is 5. Just see, left is 5. Right is your 3, and DQ is like this. KACML, similar to this one. Next, I will do one more. One letter on the left is deleted now. So if you have to delete from the left end, left would be incremented by 1. Now right now what is left? Left is 5. So 5 plus 1 becomes 6. So you are deleting from this, and your array is becoming like this. This is your KAC, this LL. Okay. Now you have to, next is R is added to the right of the queue. R is added to the left of the DQ, left. Okay. Now try to add at the left. S is added to the right, T is added to the right. Okay. Just see, if you have any doubt, try to add these 3 elements on the left and the right side. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, just think about this. R is added to the left. Now, whenever you have to add at the left end, what you have to do? Yes, you have to decrement the value of left. Right now, left is 6. So left would be decremented by 1. Left would become 5. So at the 5th location, you are adding R. So R is added over here. Next is add S on the right side. What is right? Right is 3. If you have to add at the right side, increment that by 1. Right will become 4. So at the 4th location, you are adding here S. Okay. Now left is 5, right is 4. And last is that add, just see, last one was T is added to the right of the DQ. You have to add T at the right. Now can you add at the right end? Yes, but anyone. Can you add at the right end when left is 5 and right is 4? No. Why? Because your array is full, because left is equal to right plus 1. So this is your queue is full. You can't add. Okay. So this is all about DQ. There is one more thing I'll tell you about that, and you don't need to do the algorithm for this. Okay, so you need to remember all these conditions. Those things I have written, these are not given in your book. Okay, so next one is that same example that we have done from the book that is given over here. There can be two variations of DQ also. Those variations are input restricted queue. Input restricted means you can insert only at the one end, but you can delete from the both ends. That means your input is restricted. Okay, you can't give the input, you can't insert at the both ends. Next is output restricted. Output restricted means you can delete only from one end, but you can insert at the both ends. So these two are the variations of DQ. Even you, if you want, you can implement these two things: input restricted DQ and the output restricted. Okay. So any doubt, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'm going to start with the priority queue, and this is very important. Priority queue. Yes, beta, any doubt? No? Okay, Keshav, 155 roll number. Can you tell me what do you mean by priority? Keshav,
Yes, ma'am.
can you tell me what do you mean by priority?
मैम मतलब किसी को
Hmm. Yes, you're not audible.
हेलो
Haan, beta, yes, tell me what do you
हेलो
mean? We are listening. Don't say hello. Just tell me the answer.
मैम मतलब कि जैसे किसी की प्रायोरिटी ज़्यादा हो उससे पहले ऐड करना या डिलीट करना कुछ ऐसे
हाँ ठीक है, that is okay. But can you tell me what's the meaning of priority?
प्रायोरिटी मीन्स अहमियत ज़्यादा होनी या कुछ
Good.
ऐसे
Okay, chalo, fine. Okay, can you give me any example? I think I have already discussed with you about the priority. Can you give me any example where you can use this thing, priority? Any real life example you can give me, or anything where it is being used in your computer? Okay.
रियल जो तो मैम
हाँ,
नहीं
चलो
पता
बताओ. Okay, suppose there is one like Tech Fest. Suppose there is a Tech Fest, Karan Yadav, in any another college. Okay, and I have to select only 2 students from your class that are going to appear in suppose C++ quiz or something like that. Okay, so what would be my choice of those 2 students? मतलब मैं किसको प्रायोरिटी दूंगी कर यस बेटा केशव
मैम जिसको ज़्यादा कोडिंग
यस एग्जैक्टली ठीक है
आती हो
तो माय प्रायोरिटी वुड
या
बी
जिसको ज़्यादा
दैट
नॉलेज हो
yes exactly I would give the priority to those persons who are very good in programming. Okay, so I would select out of a class of 80 students I would select only those 2 students who are very good in programming. That is fine. Similarly, okay Keshav, you can mute yourself.
यस
So here selecting means that
ओके मैम
means
थैंक यू
okay. Here selecting means in your class there were 80 students. I'm selecting. Selecting means I'm deleting those 2 students who are very good in programming and they will go to that tech fest. Okay. Now in case of computer, like where you can use this thing, where this thing is being used within your computer, I had given you one example that suppose you want to run 4 to 5 programs. You have given the command to run 4 to 5 programs. Okay. Now CPU is waiting for the programs to be run. Now there are 5 programs, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, something like that. Okay. Now, which program will be run by the CPU? CPU will run that program that is having, suppose, the highest priority. Suppose out of these 5 programs, P4 is having the highest priority, then that particular program would be run. Okay. Now, in this case, what do you mean by the priority? Here priority can be maybe the program that would be completed in least time. Okay, suppose this program will take, I know that 1 minute. This program is very small. It may be executed within just 2 seconds. So it may have, I can say this is having higher priority than the others. So CPU may run this thing. Okay. So even in case of printer, suppose you want to take the printout and there is a list of 5 requests that is waiting in a queue. In that case also, suppose any request P4 is having the highest priority, then that would be taken first of all by the printer. Okay, so here when I'm saying CPU will run P4 first of all, that means you are deleting P4 from this. Okay, next I'm saying P3 is having the highest priority, then that means P3 is being deleted from this queue first of all. Okay, so whenever you have to implement a priority queue, that is a simple queue, you can assume it is just like a simple circular queue or simple queue, but you can insert in any order. But whenever you have to delete, you need to delete that particular element which is having the highest priority. If you are deleting the highest priority element first of all, then that in that case that queue is being implemented as a priority queue. Otherwise it would be your simple queue, first in first out type. Is it clear? Okay, so a priority queue is a collection of elements such that each element is assigned a priority, and the order in which the elements are deleted and processed comes from the following rules. What is that? Okay, again this thing, elements, the order in which they are being deleted, not inserted, I'm saying over here. Element of higher priority is being processed before any element of lower priority. Okay, suppose like I have told you, if P4 is having the higher priority than P3, now it doesn't matter that whether P4 was inserted before P3 or after P3, that doesn't matter now. But the since P4 is having the higher priority than P3, so that would be deleted first of all. Is it okay? So element of higher priority is being processed. Processed means like you can say they are being deleted and then processed before any element of lower priority. Okay. Now suppose CPU is there waiting